The thought of going into quarantine may sound scary, but it is a simple precaution to protect yourself and others from contagious disease. If you live in an area that's affected by an infectious disease outbreak such as the recent coronavirus 19 pandemic, health officials may recommend that you practice social distancing or limit your time in public in order to protect yourself. If you are get sick or might have been exposed to the disease, you might need to go in quarantine or isolate yourself at home until the danger of spreading the infection to others has passed. Stay in touch with your doctor and reach out to friends and loved ones to help put your worries at ease and relieve stress while you are waiting for your quarantine period to end. Number 1, protecting yourself with social distancing. Stay at least 6 feet away from obviously sick people. Many contagious diseases spread when people spend time around infected people, even if they do not actually have any physical contact. This can happen when an infected person coughs or sneezes and people around them breathe in droplets or saliva or mucus from their nose or mouth. If you are around someone with symptoms of illness like sneezing or coughing, avoid touching them and try to maintain a distance of at least 6 feet 2 meters at all times. According to CDC, you may have a risk of contracting the coronavirus 19 virus if you are within 6 feet of an infected person of a prolonged period of time. More than a few minutes, an infected person coughs on you or you are currently caring for or sharing a home with someone who has coronavirus 19. Wash your hands frequently when you are in public areas. Washing your hands is one of the easiest and most effective ways to protect yourself and others from the spread of disease. If you are in a public space or another area where you know you might be exposed to an illness, wash your hands often with soap and running waters. Wash your hands for at least 20 seconds and make sure to wash your wrists between your fingers and the backs of your hands. It is especially important to wash your hands after going to the bathroom, after touching high contact surfaces such as doorknobs, railing, and light switches, and before handling food or touching your face. According to the CDC, warm and cold water are equally effective at washing away germs and viruses. What most important is that you use soap and wash for at least 20 seconds. If your skin is sensitive, using cool water and help prevent dryness and limitations. If you do not have access to soap and water, clean your hands with an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Keep your hands away from your face as much as possible. Many viruses and germs enter the body through the mucus and membranes in your eyes, nose, and mouth. To prevent this, avoid touching your face as much as possible since your hands may have come into contact with the contaminated surface. If you have to touch your face, wash your hands before and after with soap and warm water. If possible, use a tissue if you need to wipe, rub, or scratch any part of your face. Throw the tissue away when you are done. Cover your mouth and nose if you cough or sneeze. Even if you do not think you are sick, if it is important to protect others in your community and set a good example by practicing proper hygiene when you cough and sneeze. Cover your mouth and nose with a tissue, then immediately throw the tissue away. Wash your hands or use hand sanitizer when you are done. If you do not have a tissue or don't have time to grab one, cough or sneeze into your bent elbow instead of your hand. This will help prevent you from spreading viruses or germs when you touch things with your hands. Avoid crowded areas if you are at high risk or if your local health officials recommend. In some cases, local health authorities may cancel large events or advise that people limit their time in public spaces in order to prevent spread of disease. You may also need to limit your exposure to crowds and public areas if you are particularly vulnerable to infection. If you are not sure whether it is a good idea to go out in public, ask your doctor for advice. For example, the CDC currently recommends that people who are at high risk of getting seriously ill from coronavirus 19 should stay home and avoid crowded areas as much as possible. This includes older adults, people aged 60 and over, and people with chronic illness such as heart disease, lung disease, or diabetes. Immunocompromised people, such as the with HIV/AIDS cancer patients, people using chemotherapy, or people taking immunosuppressive medications are also at risk. If your doctor or local public health official advise that you stay home, stock up on necessary supplies such as the medications you are currently taking, groceries, and cover the counter medical supplies such as tissues and cough medicine. Get recommendations on social distancing from reputable public health websites. If you live in an area that's affected by an infectious disease outbreak such as the coronavirus 19 virus, visit your local public health website for updates and information. They will provide information about how to protect yourself and others from illness and will let you know whether social distancing is necessary. For example, try a web search like Public Health Advisor Coronavirus Keene County Illness. You can also check sources such as the CDC or World Health Organization website for more general information. Your local public health department may recommend that social distancing for particularly vulnerable individuals such as older adults or compromised people. They may also encourage social distancing by canceling large community events or closing schools if there is evidence of disease exposure risk. Practicing self quarantine after exposure to disease. Self quarantine if you have been exposed to an infected person. If you know that you have been in close proximity to someone with a dangerous infectious illness such as coronavirus 19, it is a good idea to self quarantine in order to protect yourself and others. If you think you have been exposed to a contagious disease during an outbreak, contact your doctor or local public health department and ask if you need to quarantine yourself. You might be get a notification about potential exposure from your schools, your employer, or your local public health department. Take any advisories like this seriously and do not hesitate to ask questions if you are not sure what to do. Call your doctor immediately if you suspect you are sick. If you think you have been exposed to a disease like coronavirus 19 and you start to experience suspicious symptoms, call your doctor's office and explain the situation. They might ask you come in for a medical evaluations and testing. And they can also give you advice about whether self-quarantine is necessary for you. For example, call your doctor right away if you are experiencing symptoms such as a fever, coughing, or difficulty breathing, especially if you are live in an area where your coronavirus is active. Do not show up at your doctor's office with your calling ahead if you are suspect you have a condition such as coronavirus or the flu. They may need to take special precautions in order to protect themselves, you, and their other patients from illness. Most clinics are currently offering phone or telehealth visits so that they can check your conditions remotely and determine whether you need to come in for treatment and testing. If they think you need to be tested for the coronavirus, they can direct you to site that has necessary sources and facilities such as tryout testing or negative pressure room. Stay home for 14 days or as long you are doctor recommended. The typical recommendation time for self quarantine is 2 weeks. This will give you plenty of time to monitor your conditions and determine whether you might pose a risk to others. If your doctor advises you to self quarantine, ask them how long you need to stay home. If you develop symptoms or are officially diagnosed with a continuous illness such as coronavirus 19, you may need to stay home longer than 2 weeks. Wash your hands frequently with soap and warm water. Protect both help yourself and others from the potential spread of disease during your quarantine by washing your hands regularly. Wash your hands after for at least 20 seconds, especially after you cough, sneeze, or blow your nose. After you go to the bathroom and before you prepare or eat food. If you do not have access to soap and water, use a hand sanitizer that at least 60% alcohol. Cover your mouth and nose whenever you cough or sneeze. If you have to cough or sneeze, prevent the spread of potential contaminated fluids from your mouth and nose by covering your face with a tissue. If you do not have a tissue, cough or sneeze into the crook of your arm. Do not leave used tissues and string around. Throw them away immediately in a lined garbage can. Then wash your hands with soap and water. Self-isolating if you are sick. Ask your doctor if you can return home or if you need to be hospitalized. If you have a confirmed diagnosis of contagious illness such as coronavirus 19, your doctor will need to evaluate your specific case and make recommendations based on your condition. Discuss whether you can safely go home and if so, whether you need to stay in isolation until you recover. If your doctor thinks you are stable enough to go home, ask for detailed instructions on how to care for yourself during your isolation period. If a friend or family member will be caring for you, ask the doctor to share that information with them. Your doctor will send any confirmed lab and test results to your local public health department. From there, the public health department will make recommendations about how long you need to stay in isolation. Stay home unless you need to seek medical care. If you are sick, it is imperative that you stay home and rest as much as possible. Do not go to school or work and avoid public transit to visit the doctor if possible. Always call ahead if you need to visit the hospital or your doctor's office. Tell them about your diagnosis and describe any symptoms you are currently experiencing. If you need to supplies, have them delivered to your home. If possible, do not go out shopping while you are in isolation. Call your doctor immediately if your symptoms change or get worse. While you are in isolation, your caretaker will need to monitor your conditions closely. If you develop more symptoms, start feeling worse, or don't see any signs of improvement after the expected period of recovery time, call your doctor right away. They can advise you about what to do next. If you have a medical emergency, call 911 or your local emergency number. Let the dispatcher know about your diagnosis if it's possible, so that the emergency medical personnel can take proper precautions. Remind yourself that difficult emotions are normal during self-quarantine. Dealing with a dangerous disease outbreak is scary and stressful, and having to quarantine yourself can make those feelings worse. It is normal to feel fearful, sad, frustrated, lonely, uncertain, or even angry about what's happening. If you experience any of those feelings, try to acknowledge them without judging yourself. It is also okay if you do not feel any of these things. Everyone reacts to stressful situations differently. If you like my video, then thumbs up and share your friends. Thanks for watching.